Welcome back. We've finished all the ages, we've returned to the pillars, and now we have the Starfisher in our Relto. So I guess that means it's time for a Starfisher party. Let's get people over here and dance and stuff. Some people actually do that.
Yes, I really wanted to go and jump in the fissure at the same time as fun, but apparently that would cause me to panic link back to my Relto. So I
Yes,
have to go through my own fissure.
you cannot jump in somebody else's fissure, and you can hold a party while you have a fissure on your Relto, which some people do, apparently. Well, anyway, I think it's time that we go through. What I like is that it does actually have sort of the same shape as the fissure on Riven had.
And also the same shape as the Mist one in the beginning of Mist.
Yeah,
when he
where you see
falls.
it in the intro, exactly.
Yeah.
So, let's
And
head
we were
in.
going to also explain that I actually managed to finish.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Because I had a glitch where I couldn't go through. I couldn't get the pillars back because I was going through Sven's door. That's just something you need to know if you play with two people, that you might find that you have to go through your own door to get your pillars back, or to get them in the first place.
Yeah, you gotta wonder what the Starry Sky and the Starfisher actually is, because it's never really explained what it is. I mean, it's not just the sky or anything. It's some kind of space in between ages. But what the hell that's supposed to be, I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, let's just go in now. There we go. I realized as I fell into the fissure that the mist book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse. Why the hell do I know all of that by heart?
Because you're a geek.
Yeah.
You're a Mist geek. Among your other geek talents, you're a Mist geek.
And we land in New Mexico.
Ooh.
Final
thump.
proof that the Starfisher comes out here. So presumably, when Atreus dropped his Mist book at the start of Mist, it landed here. So the stranger, whoever that may have been, must have been around this area for some reason, and found the book there. Although I guess there's some amount of time, a couple of years, I guess, between the moment that Atreus actually drops the book in the fissure. Yeah, there has to be, because Atreus drops the book in the fissure at the end of the Book of Atreus, which is before Cirrus and Achenar are born. So there has to be at least like 30 years or something between that happening and the stranger finding the book at the beginning of Mist. So I guess maybe somebody else found it and moved it or something. That's also possible. But then, at the end of Riven, when he falls into the Starfisher, he also ended up back here. We can pick up the Relto page again. If you missed it the first time, you can do it now.
Oops, nearly fell through.
Fell through what?
The crack in the bridge.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're already way ahead of me then. I'm just wandering around the desert, explaining stuff. Yeah. Let's head into the cleft, because we have a new viewer code picked up from the Barrow Cave.
Yes, I've got to be very careful not to talk over your Yeesha.
Interesting, if you go back to Zandy's trailer, you'll see that he's not here. See, he's missing. And I think in completed Chronicles, you can pick up his shirt, but that doesn't appear to be here. He has a
Well,
he's left a steak on the barbecue or something on the barbecue.
I wouldn't want Sandy's shirt. I got my new red leather jacket. I went to the mall and got new clothes.
Yeah, to the Canyon Mall in Agora, I guess. Okay, well, let's go into the cleft. I've recently been rereading the Book of Atris, which of course describes the cleft. Although they get their location wrong, most of the other details actually fit, including the pool at the bottom and the storeroom. One thing that should be here, although I have no idea where, is the grave of Atris's mother.
No, it's not. It's on Mist.
No, that's Tiana.
Oh.
I mean
oh,
Atris's mother, Gen's wife.
Right.
Because Gen brought her to the cleft when Atris was born, but then she died in childbirth and was buried here. But I'm not sure if that grave is still visible.
Can I remind you to open the door?
Yes, you can, but you didn't need to because I already planned to do that.
Okay. Well, no, because I hadn't, and Yeesha was talking to the back of the door. Oh. And you want
Okay,
to
I'm
point out
gonna.
the pictures.
What?
The pictures on the wall that are from the book.
Yeah, that's another thing I discovered is that these images on the wall here are actually illustrations from the novel. This is Atris's battery design. This is just a drawing of, I think, this area around the volcano. Both of these are illustrations in the actual Book of Atris. I also think that the tray with rocks that you can see here on the table is actually Atris's rock collection, because it said in the book that he collected rocks. Okay, let's put in that code and listen to Yeesha. Of course, this code is random, so it'll be different for you, and it's also different for Nora. Finally, this one. Okay, let's listen to Yeesha.
An ending has been written. You've done all that has been asked. You've traveled the full circle. You have returned to the cleft through the fissure. You swam among the stars and saw the remnants of previous journeys. You have returned, and the pillars were returned. And now one more of the Barrow, the least, has been returned to Denis. You don't need to understand what that means. Only that the hand of the Maker has set it in motion. Now the circle is complete and the tree has begun to grow again. The path is now open, and so the symbol of the journey must change. Now the beginning is tied to the end. Now you can go where you wish. The restoration of Denis awaits. The deep city breathes. Uru again. And I will be concerned with other things. The least are becoming greater. They will now also affect the restoration. Perhaps not the way others had planned. You've learned about the pride of Denis. The great writers of worlds were infected with pride that became a cancer. It grew quietly beneath the surface, but it grew until Denis could live no more. But those things have been told. You understand it well, I think. Let us end this cycle with rewards before we start the next cycle. Relto, the high place. Your age now. It was the first age I wrote, a gift from my parents, and now much more. It reminds me of another home, another place. I even placed the library in the place it belongs. But Relta will change. It will be your soul, showing what you are. Only I could write Relta. It's beyond what the Denis could accomplish. Keep it. And I've given you clothing that represents your journey. Wear this to show others what side you've taken, when sides are taken. When you wear it, you will tell all that you side with us. With Yeesha, with the Barrow, it will not always be easy. And another gift is here, a link to the cleft here in Tomana. You haven't been able to return here, but now you can. This book will take a special place on your shelf. This place is not meant to be shared. Return here alone when you wish to remember the cycle of things.
Alright, and she's offering us a holographic book that somehow works. So, let's go through.
Returning. One final gift. Something that no Denis writer has been able to do for more than 10,000 years. I alone can write this gift. I alone am chosen to do this and more. This gift is what my father Atris would have longed to give his grandmother Tiana. What Tiana longed for and danced for. The gift of life in the desert. Perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
Okay, interesting thing there is that unlike in the original version, Yeesha was not real here. She's still a hologram, or whatever that thing is. I guess unlike Xandi, Yeesha did not feel like hanging around here for 7 years. And she gave us the gift of rain in the desert. Are you there as well?
I'm there. I'm not wanting to talk through anything that... Have you climbed out of the cleft yet?
Not yet, no. This button here is blinking, where we can of course find Yeesha's final gift, a Relto page for rain in Relto. Let's take that. And we can indeed climb out of the cleft. I'm actually gonna go via the other side. That's easier. Don't have to climb down then. Of course, rain in the desert is also described in the book. Then it actually described the entire cleft filling with water, or in any case, much more water than is in there now. But that's not going to happen here. We can see the Barrow go into the volcano. Again, I'm not entirely sure what purpose this serves, considering this is chronologically after Mist 5.
Do you see the light? Do you see the light coming out of the volcano?
I see fog coming out of the volcano.
Oh, is that fog?
Which makes sense. Rainwater getting into
Yeah, it does.
into seismic vents. And now it is raining here. Well, I think actually Xandi's shirt that I mentioned only shows up in the rainy version.
Oh.
Let's just check that very quickly.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm
time.
right. We'll continue in the next video.